So this person keeps shouting with each and everyone without reason. He gets irritated very soon. I need to ride a horse. This thought was there in Aram's head, but they couldn't afford one. And now Maurad is calling, please wake up, jump out of the window, come, we'll go for a ride. But what Aram says here at the end? Aram says, no, you're not returning the horse until Aram learns to ride a horse. Hello everyone, I'm Babita Tamaya, your prep school English teacher. In today's session, we'll be learning about one of the beautiful lessons that is from your snapshots textbook known as The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse. So before moving into the summary or the synopsis, let's see what is the agenda for today. So in today's session, we are going to learn about the author, the theme, and the characters in the story and the summary. So let's see what is the author all about. So the author of the chapter, The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse, is Sarayan. He is an Armenian-American novelist, playwright, and a short story writer. So he is an Armenian, one of the plays in America. So here the author was also awarded with the Pulitzer Prize for his drama. He has also written drama along with the novel and the short story writer. He is also a drama writer. For this, he has won the award also. And he has wrote extensively about the Armenian immigrant life in California. So he almost wrote about the Armenian people who migrated to California. Many of his stories and plays are set in the native Fresno. So whatever the stories he has written, whatever the story is set up, it is mainly based on his native, that is Fresno. Some of his best known works are The Time of Your Life, My Name is Aram, and My Heart is in the Highlands. These are his few of the works about, and this is a very short note about the author. So now let's see the theme. What is the theme all about the chapter? The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse. The theme says this. The story is about two Armenian boys. See here also the narrator is talking about Armenia. That is two Armenian boys he is talking about, and these two Armenian boys were fond of riding a horse. So the theme is there are two boys in the story, and both the boys are fond of horse riding. They belong to Garagolian tribe. So here this tribe is mainly known for the honesty. They are very honest people. That is Garagolian tribe. The tribe is known for honesty. So as I told, or the narrator says here that there are two boys, that is the Armenian boys. One is none other than Maurad, the other one is Arman. So these two boys love riding. So who is stealing the horse? That is Maurad is stealing a horse, enjoys riding it, invite his cousin, and finally they decide to return it back to the owner. So the horse is stolen by Maurad. The Maurad and his cousin, that is Arman, they both go for a ride. So later on they come to the conclusion of returning the horse back to the owner. So this is the main part of the story. As I told, Garagolian tribes are known for their honesty. They feel that is Maurad and Arman feels that they have not done a mistake because they give the justification for themselves. They have not stolen the money or they have not robbed the money where they are selling and making use of it. Here, for the purpose of riding the horse, they have stolen the horse and now they are planning or decided to return the horse back to the owner. That is the theme of the lesson. Now let's see the characters in this chapter. So the first character is Arman, and he is a 9-year-old boy. So as I told, Maurad's cousin is none other than Aram. So Aram is a 9-year-old boy and he is a narrator. So who is Aram? Aram is a 9-year boy and he is a narrator. Justifies Maurad's stealing of the horse for the purpose of horse riding and not for selling. As I told, they are giving the justification because they have stolen the horse, and they says that they have stolen the horse and they feel that it is not a mistake. Only for riding the horse they have stolen, but not to sell it. They're not selling the horse, only to have a ride on the horse they have stolen it. This is the justification they give. And the next is Maurad, that is 13-year-old cousin of Aram. So Aram and Maurad are cousin. Aram is 9-year-old and Maurad is 13 years old boy. He is a cousin of Aram. So, a lively and crazy person. What type of a person was Maurad? Maurad was a crazy person. Everyone in the place that is Armenian, they call him as a crazy person. Loves his cousin Aram, hence offers to ride the horse. So here Maurad loves his cousin a lot. He has that attachment with his cousin. So he is offering Aram a ride. Knows how to handle a horse. So here Maurad knows how to handle the horse in all kind of situation. So here Aram is not used to it, but Maurad is used to ride a horse. He has like a little bit of experience and he also knows that how to handle the situation and how to ride the horse. He knew it a little bit. John Byrow, so is the another character. He's a farmer and the owner of the beautiful white horse. Who is John Byrow? He's the farmer as well as the horse which was stolen by Aram and Maurad. It was the John Byrow's horse and it was a white beautiful horse stolen by Maurad. So who stole the horse? As I told you, Maurad stole the horse because his cousin wanted to go on a ride in the horse and he loves his cousin. So Maurad has stolen the horse and the owner of the horse is John Byrow. Uncle Kushro, another character. Who is Uncle Kushro here? Uncle Kushro is the narrator's uncle. That is, Aram's uncle is Uncle Kushro. So what type of a person is Uncle Kushro? Like he is also one of a crazy kind of a person. Considered a crazy man with a short-tempered and irritating nature. So he was a short-tempered man. He used to get irritated for each and everything. So whenever he gets irritated, he used to shout at others. Armenian, they call him as a crazy person. The same thing Aram, that is Maurad also. Maurad is also called as a crazy person. So this person keeps shouting with each and everyone without reason. He gets irritated very soon. Uncle Kushro is the uncle of Aram and he is a very irritable person and he gets wild very soon and he is a short-tempered kind of a man. So this is the character which comes in the story. So we have the characters like Aram, Maurad, John Byrow, the owner of the white beautiful horse, and Uncle Kushro, uncle of Aram. These are the main characters. Now let's see the opening scenes of the chapter, that is the summer of the beautiful white horse. Aram and the white horse. In the beginning, we can see Aram with the white horse. So what is the story all about? We'll get to know now. When Aram was 9 years old, Maurad, his cousin, whom everyone calls crazy, as I told in the introduction about the character. Aram is a 9-year boy and Maurad is a 13 years boy, and here both are crazy. They want to ride the horse, and everyone in that tribe, they used to call Maurad as a crazy person. And he comes at 4 in the morning and wakes up by tapping the window of his room. So who comes early in the morning here? Maurad comes on a horse early in the morning at 4 o'clock, and he's just trying to wake who? He's just trying to wake up Aram, that is his cousin, because he wanted to go on a ride. So now Maurad has stolen the horse and he has come on the horse early in the morning at 4 o'clock and is just trying to wake up Aram by tapping his window. So he's tapping the window and trying to wake up Aram. Aram could not believe his eyes. Maurad was sitting on a beautiful white horse and offered a ride. So when Aram just comes out of, he just wake up and see the window, what is happening outside. So by the time he realizes, he could see Maurad on a horse. He is already on a horse. He has come on the horse and he is offering a ride for whom? Maurad is offering a ride for his cousin Aram. So please wake up, come out, we can go on a ride. That is on the horse, we'll go on a ride. Because he was the one who really wanted to go for a ride. That is Maurad's cousin Aram, where he loves him a lot. Aram always longed to ride on a horse, but they could not afford a horse. So Aram always, he had that what he had that love and he wanted to ride a horse. From the small, he had that thought in his mind, one or the other day, I need to ride a horse. This thought was there in Aram's head, but they couldn't afford one. They could not buy the horse because, as I told, they belonged to a poor family. They did not have so much of money to afford a horse. But every time he used to tell Maurad, I need to ride a horse one or the other day. They belong to the Garagolian family. So here they belong. As they belong to the tribe family, Garagolian family, it means to say a tribe family which is known for honesty. So they belong to the honesty family. So here Aram did not want to steal the horse and go for a ride. But Maurad has done it only for the sake of Aram to take him on a ride. He has done. But do you think Aram stole the horse on that particular day? Because, as I told in the beginning, he knows the situation, how to handle when he is on the horse. He knows how to ride it. So when he knows the horse riding, it means to say that, or we can think that he has gone on the horse, he has stolen the horse from many days or from many months. So when you used to keep riding the horse will listen what you say. So that is the reason he keeps saying that I can handle the situation. Where I know the wave. He keep using the word wave. It means to say that I can handle the situation in whatever the condition the horse is. Every time Maurad used to say this. So let's see what happens next. The whole tribe was poverty stricken and could not afford a horse. So the whole family, that is the tribe family, couldn't afford a horse because they fall under a poor background. The clan was famous for their honesty and never took advantage of anyone. So the complete tribe is known for honesty. They have not taken the advantage of those people. So this is what he tries to say. Aram asked Maurad if he had stolen the white horse, for which he never got an answer. When Aram sees Maurad on a horse, he is just questioning Maurad, have you stolen the horse? Because he knows very well, but they cannot afford a horse. So he is questioning. Aram is questioning Maurad, have you stolen it? Did he get any kind of answer? Aram is not at all getting any answer over there. But at the end, he gets the answer for his question. Aram, to console himself, thought that stealing a horse for a ride was not the same as stealing money, as they did not intend to sell the horse. He says that stealing the horse is not the same with stealing the money. There is difference. Money, he is going to use it for something. But here he is not using the stolen horse is not used for any other purpose. It is only to ride for a day. They have stolen it. So he just gives the justification here. Aram could not resist. He jumped out of the window. So when he see Maurad on the horse, he could not wait for a longer time. And now Maurad is calling, please wake up. Jump out of the window, come, we'll go for a ride. So he could not resist more than that. He's jumping out of the window and Aram is back. He's coming out and they both are going on a ride. They lived on the boundary town of Walnut Avenue. So they have just moved out. Aram and Maurad moved out of the place they were living in, Walnut Avenue, and they have reached the outskirts of this place. They have moved away from the place. They both were having a wonderful time riding the horse. Maurad and Aram, they had a wonderful time. And one important thing which you all need to know that, so when they had come out for a ride early morning at 4 o'clock, all the people are asleep. They don't even know what is happening. That is, the all tribe family are into a deep sleep. These two have come out and they are on their ride. None of them knows what has happened. Maurad was considered the natural interior of the crazy streak of their tribe before his uncle Kushro. That is, Maurad was also a crazy person when it is compared with Uncle Kushro also. Both fall on the same category. But here Uncle Kushro is a short-tempered man where he gets irritated and everyone calls him crazy. The same thing with the Maurad. He was an enormous person having a powerful head of black hair and the largest mustache in the San Jacqueline Valley. So who is this all about? Whose character is this? This is all about Uncle Khushro. So, as I told, he is a most irritating person. He shouts at everyone. He is a short-tempered kind of a person. And he was a person that having a powerful, he had a black hair and he had a large mustache. He had a large mustache. They have just described how Uncle Khushro was to look. So, Maurad told the horse. Aram came out. He couldn't resist. Maurad sitting on the horse and riding. So he jumps out and now Aram wants to ride the horse all alone, because when he says Maurad riding the horse alone, now Aram also wants to ride the horse alone. So for that, Maurad is just giving a training for him how to how to go on a ride. Maurad wanted to ride the horse alone. He kicked the horse and it started running. So before Aram starts riding, it is Maurad who wanted to go alone for a ride. He kicks for the horse. So where there is too much of muscles, where he could find lots of muscles, he kicks there. When he kicks, the horse started running. Aram also wanted to ride the horse, so he gets onto the horse. So he has seen how Maurad started to ride the horse. In the same way, Maurad is telling when Aram wants to ride the horse all alone. So he says, kick on the muscles where you find too much of muscles, so the horse starts running. When Aram comes for riding the horse, and when the horse appears in front of Aram, it comes as if the horse is not ready to take Aram on a ride. The horse is not happy over here. He kicked into the muzzle of the horse, and as Maurad did. So, as Maurad, who is kicking? Aram is kicking the horse, that is on the muzzles, as Maurad did. He has seen how Maurad kicked, and he also did the same way. He is kicking on the horse muzzle. And what happens next after kicking? The horse ran into the vineyard and leaped over 7 vines and dropped Aram down. So, as Maurad did, he also kicked on the horse. So what happens? The horse started running. It started running, but where did it go? It ran into the vineyard. The horse is running on the vineyard and it jumped 7 vineyards. So they went to a vineyard. As I told, they left their place, that is avenue. From there, that is the Vineyard Avenue. From there, they have come and reached vineyard. So in the vineyard, they started their ride. So what did the horse do? The horse took Aram, started running, and it jumped 7 vineyards. And later, after jumping to the 7th vineyard, the horse dropped Aram down. That is, the horse put Aram on the ground. He has fallen down. Maurad was worried. Was he worried about his cousin Aram because he had a fall from the horse? Not at all. He was not worried about his cousin Aram, but he was worried about his horse. He was worried about the horse. Though he came running to get hold of the horse was lost. When he sees the horse jumping the 7th vineyard, Maurad comes to hold the horse, where by the time when he comes and hold, almost the horse is lost. They couldn't find the horse now. So they could find only the Aram who has fallen down, but not the horse. So now what happens? The horse is lost. And here Maurad is worried about it because it's a stolen horse. He should return it back to the owner. Both of them searched for half an hour and finally found it. So both Aram and Maurad searching for the horse for half an hour. They searched for the horse for half an hour. Later on, they found it. So later, they got their summer beautiful white horse. Once they get the horse, what happens next? They decided to hide the horse until next morning. So they started their ride early in the morning at 4 o'clock. Before the other people wake up, everyone were asleep. So it was already time, maybe around 6 or 7. So the people might have woken up. Now they are planning to hide the horse till the next morning. Maurad tells Aram to tell everyone that they started riding the horse that morning if anyone asked him. So now Maurad is having a doubt. Might anyone have seen us on the horse that we have stolen? So Maurad is telling to Aram, if anyone questions that you were on a horse ride, you just tell them we started the ride today morning. Just now we started the ride. If anyone asks, if anyone have seen us on the horse, if so, then you just tell them we started this morning. Other than that, you're not going to speak anything. This was told by Maurad to Aram. They took the horse to a deserted vineyard and hid in the barn. So it's a stable desert vineyard. It means to say that is the vineyard without any kind of occupation was done. It was left barren. It was dried. So they take the horse over there and they just try to hide the horse in a deserted vineyard where no crops are grown over there. It was left empty. Now, John Byro's missing horse. Next is John Byro comes saying that I have lost my horse. So, where does he go? Whom does he meet? Uncle Kushro's visit Aram's house for a coffee and cigarettes. So, Uncle Kushro visited whose place? Uncle Kushro have come to Aram's place. So, as I told, Uncle Kushro is Aram's uncle. So, he has come to their place and Aram's mother is offering Uncle Kushro a cup of coffee and a cigarettes. So it means to say this is how the hospitality done over there. So she's offering a cup of coffee as well as cigarettes to Uncle Kushro. So where he has come? He has come to Aram's house. Then another visitor, John Byro, a farmer, also arrives. So after Kushro, it is John Byro, that is the owner and the farmer, owner of the horse, and he's also a farmer. He also visit Aram's house. So who was there before him? It was Uncle Kushro, and you could see later it was John Byro also coming to Aram's house. He informs that his horse was stolen and was untraceable. So John Byro is telling Uncle Kushro, I've lost my horse. I don't find my horse anywhere. It is untraceable. I couldn't find it anywhere. He was keep telling, which was irritating Uncle Kushro. As I told, he's a short-tempered person who keeps shouting. When he says this, he shouts at John Byro saying that I know that you have lost your horse. Go and search for it. You will find it, or you might find it. He gets irritated with the words of John Byro. Aram goes and informs Maurad about John Byro. So Aram got to know what has happened, that John Byro has come and he knows that he has lost the horse, and the same thing it is conveyed to Uncle Kushro also. So he just goes and informs Maurad, this is the thing, John Byro is at my place saying that he has lost his horse and it is untraceable. So what happens next? The boys decided to return the horse. So Maurad and Aram, they both decided to give the horse or return the horse back to the owner, John Byro. Aram tells Maurad not to return the horse till he learns riding. So here Maurad wants to return the horse. That was his thought. In the beginning when he stole, he was like, once we are going on a ride, once my cousin Aram rides, we are returning it back. But what Aram says here at the end? Aram says, no, you're not returning the horse until Aram learns to ride a horse. Until then, we will keep it. Is Maurad ready for this? Can he keep the horse until Aram learns how to ride? Not at all. Maurad rejects the offer, saying he would take a year to learn riding. So Maurad says, no, I cannot keep the horse here. It takes a year. Maurad says to Aram, you take a year to learn the riding. So I cannot keep the horse for a year. I have to return it back. They decided to return the back of a horse after 6 months. So they decided to give when? That is after 6 months. So until 6 months, the horse will be with Maurad and Aram. That is what they thought. Because Aram doesn't want to give the horse back. He doesn't want to return. He says that until I learn, let the horse be here. But Maurad is not at all ready. He says you take year to learn. So till year I cannot keep it. But at last they come to a conclusion. We'll keep the horse for 6 months. Every morning they rode the horse for 2 weeks. Every time it was the same. They thought of keeping the horse for 6 months. But for how many weeks they rode the horse? They rode the horse for 2 weeks. So 2 weeks it was the same thing with Aram. The horse used to take him on the ride. He used to sit. By the time he start running, again the horse used to put Aram down. This is what was happening for the continuous 2 weeks. But Maurad could ride the horse very easily. He did not have any such problem. Then the horse would throw Aram down and run away. Every time it happens the same. Aram is put to the ground and the horse runs away. This is what was happening for continuous 2 weeks. One day, they ran into John Byrow while they were on their way to the vineyard. So one day, who ran? The horse ran. When they were trying to hold it, they caught the horse and they were coming back. On the way, whom did they meet? They met John Byrow, who Aram and Maurad caught red hand with their white beautiful horse, and whose hand they got caught in the hands of John Byrow, who is the owner of that beautiful horse. So when Aram was put down, they went in search of the horse, and when they were coming back, they could find this person, that is John Byrow. When John Byrow inquired about the horse, which Maurad said its name was My Heart. So here when he sees the horse, that is John Byrow, he gets to know that, or he feels that it is his own horse. So he just questions Maurad, can you please tell me the name? What is the name of the horse? So he says it is My Heart. The name of the horse is My Heart. That is the answer given by Maurad to John Byrow. John Byrow kept observing the horse very keenly. John Byrow was observing very keenly, saying that this horse is mine. And when he sees the teeth of the horse, he'll get to know it is mine. But here, at last, he comes to the conclusion, that is, Maurad says it is not yours. It might be the twin horse. That is the conclusion given by the John Byrow. It might be a twin horse. And he said that it would swear it was his horse if he did not know his parents. So he says, it is my horse. If he doesn't know his parents, he says that it is my horse. The horse belonged to me. At last, John Byrow convinced himself. He's trying to convince himself, saying that this horse is a twin horse that was stolen. So he says the stolen horse actually looks like my horse itself. I think they are the twins. This is what he comes to conclusion. He is convincing himself, who? John Byrow. When Maurad says, no, it is not at all your horse, it is mine. When he says that, John Byrow comes to the conclusion, he convinced himself, saying that it might be a twin horse. By the time Aram gets to know that Maurad has stolen the horse from past 1 month and he was keep riding. That is why he keeps saying that I can handle the situation. Next day, early morning, the boys took the horse and left it in John Byrow's vineyard. So when they got to know that he is really missing the horse and he has a doubt that it is not theirs, it is his own horse. So the next morning, the two boys, Aram and Maurad, decided to return the horse back to the owner, that is John Byrow. They left the horse in John Byrow's vineyard. They left there and they came up. He was very happy and thanked God. Who was happy here? John Byrow was very happy because the horse which he had lost, he got it back, and he is thanking God for giving the horse back to him or returning the horse back to him. At last, the two boys come to the conclusion, that is Aram and Maurad, to return the horse back to the owner, that is John Byrow, left the horse in the vineyard. That is all about the story, The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse. So let's meet up in the next session. Until then, keep learning. Thank you.